a man should call you first and text you first. Like, these aren't the things that you might get in modern day dating if you're dealing with the wrong people. Not every man understands these principles and not every man follows these principles. So you need to get really clear on what you want from dating, what you want from men, what you want, and your expectations. That is where you should be operating from. You should never be operating from what someone else wants, because we all want different things. So for you, if being feminine, being your soft self is finding a man who has a protector and provider mentality, then you should have that, and you should be only dating people who have that equal mentality. I'll give an example. Some women will get into situations with a man because they love that man and they've attached themselves to that man romantically, but that man stresses them out. They're worried about what this man is doing. This man is not texting back on time. This man, isn't nice to my family. That is putting you in a place of stress, and you cannot be your best feminine self in a place of stress. This man is literally stressing you out. So you have to look at a situation like that and think, there's no one to blame. You cannot blame that man for stressing you out. That is who he is, and we cannot change people. So in situations when it comes to dating, the only person that you can blame for dating someone who is a detriment to you and your physical is yourself. It's about stepping away from situations or no longer dealing in situations where you feel like your needs are not being met. This also comes with confidence. You have to be confident that if I'm dealing with a person and I feel like it's not up to my standard, or I feel like I can't be my most authentic, loving, soft self because I have to be this defensive, hard self because I'm lacking a lot in this relationship, but I love them, then you should leave. You are capable of getting everything that you want, and you don't have to fight to get what you want from a person who repeatedly isn't giving it to you. Ultimately, that goes to say your relationships are on you. Every single person is an individual, and they choose whether or not they want to be in a situation. So if you feel like dating is hard and a lot of men aren't doing what you want them to do not date those kinds of men, and be patient until you do meet a man who gives you what you want off the bat, without you having to mold him, without you having to change him. If you're in a relationship where you feel like you have to be the masculine because you're always on defense, you're always kind of stressed out, you're wondering what they're doing, they're lacking a lot of areas, and you feel like you're having to overcompensate for them, you need to independently move or pivot. And if you don't know how to do that, you need to learn how to pivot, and you need to learn how to move, or you need to learn how to communicate your needs. If you communicate your needs and they're still not met, then it's on you to leave a situation like that and put yourself back in the most healed, loving, calm space. Outside of this whole feminine journey, a lot of this is about healing your inside and actually just being in a place of homeostasis within our body. The number one stressors in our life come from our life partners, our workplace, our health, those three big pillars of our life. So you cannot intentionally pick a place where it is throwing your actual hormonal system, your stressor system, your sleep system off. You have the choice to move or pivot, and that's about loving yourself enough, being in your feminine enough to understand, I'm owning this and this is on me, so I'm removing myself from the situation for the betterment of my own